Hi! I never really know how to start videos because, oh, there's something in my eye. Lovely. Lovely. I'm so happy. I have an intro on my main channel. That's what it's there for. But, how you doing? This week's theme on our group chat is Reaction Week, and, at first I was gonna do, like, a video, like, reacting to my baby pictures, but, like, I just went through those the other day, and that would be really boring. Also, mind the, this on my face, it's like a sun blister or something, yeah, and it hurts really bad, and at first I thought it was a pimple, so, like, I tried to pop it, and it just, like, got worse, and it feels like burning. It's burning. I'm burning. I burnt. I decided, hey, you've got an iPhone. You're lucky enough to have that. Let's use it to read some creepypasta. Whoa, that is a lot of natural sunlight in one spot. It's cool. So, I visited the creepypasta website. I was like, okay, let's look at the most favorited pastas, and it's, it goes Jeff the Killer, Psychosis, Squidward Suicide, Candle Cove, and then Bedtime. But I've read all of them except for Psychosis, or like heard of, like I know of them, yeah. And so I'm gonna read that one. Yeah, and I have to hold it, who likes my pop socket, my Weston pop socket? Like, hold on. I gotta hold it. Gang, hold it like this so I can zoom in. Look at this, sisters. Oh no, it's blurry. Sunday.
I'm not sure why I'm writing this down on paper and not on my computer. I guess I just noticed some odd things. It's 2017. It's not that I don't trust this computer, I just need to organize my thoughts. I need to get down all the details somewhere objective, somewhere I know that when I write can't be deleted or changed. Not that that's happened. Why mention it then? It's just everything blurs together here, and the fog of memory lends a strange cast to things. Okay. I'm starting to feel cramped in this small apartment. Maybe that's the problem. I just had to go and choose the cheapest apartment, the only one in the basement. The lack of windows down here makes day and night seem to slip by seamlessly. I haven't been out in a few days because I've been working on this programming project so intensively. Why did you choose an apartment in the basement in the first place if you knew there weren't going to be windows and you were going to be down there all the time? I suppose I just wanted to get it done. Hours of sitting and staring at a monitor can make anyone feel strange, I know, but I don't think that's it. Well, yeah, you're living in a basement. I'm not sure when I first started to feel like something was odd. I can't even define what it is. Maybe I just haven't talked to anyone in a while. That's the first thing that crept up on me. Everyone I normally talk to online while I program has been idle, or they've simply not logged on at all. My instant messages go unanswered. The last email I got from anybody was a friend saying he'd talk to me when he got back from the store, and that was yesterday. I'd call with my cell phone, but reception's terrible down here. Yeah, that's it. I just need to call someone. I'm going to go outside. Why didn't you think about that, like, a day ago? Well, that didn't work so well. As the tingle of fear fades, I'm feeling a little ridiculous for being scared at all. I looked in the mirror before I went out, but I didn't shave the 2-day stubble I've grown. I figured I was just going out for a quick cell phone call. I did change my shirt, though, because it was lunchtime, and I guess that I'd run into at least one person I knew. That didn't end up happening. I wish it did. When I went out, I opened the door to my small apartment slowly. A small feeling of apprehension had somehow already lodged itself in me for some undefinable reason. I chalked it up to having not spoken to anyone but myself for a day or two. Yeah, you're probably crazy. I peered down the dingy gray hallway, made dingier by the fact that it was a basement hallway. No! On one end, a large metal door led to the building's furnace room. It was locked, of course. 2 dreary soda machines stood by it. I bought a soda from one the first day I moved in, but it had a 2-year-old expiration date. I'm fairly sure nobody knows those machines are even down here, or my cheap landlady just doesn't care to get them restocked. Or she could make water machines go down there because you're not supposed to drink. I don't even drink soda anymore because, like, trying to get fit, yeah. But water can't really expire, said, yeah. Well, like, some people say, like, you shouldn't drink it after, like, a certain amount of time, but, like, it's water, I'm gonna drink it anyway, like, who are you? I closed my door softly and walked the other direction, taking care not to make a sound. I have no idea why I chose to do that, but it was fun giving into the strange impulse not to break the droning hum of soda machines, at least for the moment. I got to the stairwell and took the stairs up to the building's front door. I looked through the heavy door's small square window and received quite the shock. It was definitely not lunchtime. City gloom hung over the dark street outside, and the traffic lights at intersections in the distance blinked yellow. Dim clouds, purple and black from the glow of the city, hung overhead. Nothing had moved, save the few sidewalk trees that shifted in the wind. I remember shivering, though I wasn't cold. Maybe it was the wind outside. I could vaguely hear it through the heavy metal door, and I knew it was that. Are you joking? A problem occurred with this page, so it was reloaded. Alright, it's cool. Maybe it was the wind outside. I could vaguely hear it through the heavy metal door, and I knew it was that kind of unique kind of, the kind that was constant, cold, and quiet, save for the rhythmic music it made as it passed through countless unseen tree leaves. I decided not to go outside. Instead, I lifted myself under the door's little window and checked the signal meter. The bars filled up to the meter, and I smiled. Time to hear someone else's voice, I remember thinking, relieved. It was such a strange thing to be afraid of nothing. I shook my head, laughing at myself silently. I hit speed dial for my best friend Amy's number. That's my mom's name. Amy. Hi, Amy. And held the phone up to my ear. It rang once, but then it stopped. Nothing happened. Why didn't you just go outside? I listened to silence for a good 20 seconds, then hung up. I frowned and looked at the signal meter again, still full. I went to dial her number again, but then the phone rang in my hand, startling me. I put it up to my ear. Hello? I asked, immediately fighting down a small shock at hearing the first spoken voice in days, even if it was my own. I'd gotten used to the droning hum of the building's inner workings, my computer, and the soda machines in the hallway. There was no response to my greeting at first, but then, finally, a voice came. Hey. Hey, said a clear male voice, obviously of college age, like me. Who's this? John, I replied, confused. Oh, sorry, wrong number, he replied, then hung up. I lowered the phone slowly and leaned against the thick brick wall of the stairwell. That was strange. I looked at my received calls list, but the number was unfamiliar. Before I could think of it further, the phone rang loudly, shocking me yet again. This time, I looked at the caller before I answered. It was another unfamiliar number. This time, I held the phone up to my ear, but said nothing. I heard nothing but the general background noise of a phone. Then, a familiar voice broke my tension. John? Was a single word in Amy's voice. I breathed a sigh of relief. Hey, it's you, I replied. Who else would it be? She responded. Oh, the number. I'm at a party on 7th Street, and my phone died just as you called me. This is someone else's phone, obviously. Oh, okay, I said. Where are you? She asked. My eyes glanced over the drab white washed cylinder block walls and the heavy metal door with a small window. At my building, I sighed. Just feeling cooped up, didn't realize it was so late. You should come here, she said, laughing. Nah, I don't feel like looking for some strange place by myself in the middle of the night, I said, looking out the window at the silent, windy street that secretly scared me just a tiny bit. Then why'd you buy an apartment there? I think I'm just going to keep working or go to bed. Nonsense, she replied. I can come get you. Your building is close to 7th Street, right? How drunk are you? I asked lightheartedly. You know where I live. Oh, of course, she said abruptly. I guess I can't get there by walking, huh? You could if you wanted to waste half an hour, I told her. Right, she said. Okay, I have to go. Good luck with your work. Oh, Amy, that was not a good decision. He finna die, man. I lowered the phone once more, looking at the numbers flash as the call suddenly ended. Then, the droning silence reasserted itself in my ears. The two strange calls and the eerie street outside just drove home my aloneness in the empty stairwell. Perhaps from having seen too many scary movies, I had the sudden inexplicable idea that something could look in this door's window and see me. Some sort of horrible entity that hovered at the edge of aloneness, just waiting to creep up on unsuspecting people that strayed too far from other human beings. Ooh, that gave me chills. No, 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 no. I knew the fear was irrational, but nobody else was around, so I jumped down the stairs, ran down the hallway into my room, and closed the door as swiftly as I could while staying silent. Like I said, I feel a little ridiculous for being scared of nothing, and the fear has already faded. Writing this down helps a lot. It makes me realize that nothing's wrong. It filters out half-formed thoughts and fears and leaves only cold, hard facts. It's late. I got a call from a wrong number, and Amy's phone died, so she called me back from another number. Nothing strange is happening. That's a little strange, actually, but, you know, it's fine. Still, there was something a little off about that conversation. I know it could have just been the alcohol she'd had. Or was it even her that seemed off to me? Or was it, yes, that was it. I didn't realize it until this moment, writing these things down. I knew writing things down would help. She said she was at a party, but I only heard silence in the background. Of course, that doesn't mean anything in particular, as she could have just gone outside to make the call. No, that couldn't be it either. I didn't hear the wind. I need to see if the wind is blowing. Monday. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I got chills when he said I needed, yeah, okay. I forgot to finish writing last night. I'm not sure what I expected to see when I ran up the stairwell and looked out the heavy metal door's window. I'm feeling ridiculous. Last night's fear seemed hazy and unreasonable to me now. I can't wait to go out into the sunlight. I'm going to check my email, shave, shower, and finally get out of here. Wait, I think I heard something. It was thunder. That whole sunlight and fresh air thing didn't happen. I went out into the stairwell and up the stairs, only to find disappointment. The heavy metal door's little window showed only flowing water as torrent rain slammed against it. Only a very dim, gloomy light filtered through the rain, but at least I knew it was daytime, even if it was a gray, sickly, wet day. I tried looking out the window and waiting for lightning to illuminate the gloom, but the rain was too heavy, and I couldn't make out any more than vague, weird shapes moving at odd angles in the waves washing down the window. This reminds me of the one movie whenever he says the big metal door, Cloverfield Lane or something. That one. Disappointed, I turned around, but I didn't want to go back to my room. Instead, I wandered further up the stairs, past the first floor and the second. The stairs ended at the third floor, the highest floor in the building. I looked through the glass that ran at the outer wall of the stairwell, but it was warped, thick, kind of scatters of light. Not that there was much to see through the window to begin with. Oh, I feel like English would be nice. I opened the stairwell door and wandered down the hallway. The 10 or so thick-wooded doors, painted blue a long time ago, were all closed. I listened as I walked, but it was the middle of the day, so I wasn't surprised that I heard nothing but the rain outside. As I stood here in the dim hallway, listening to the rain, I had the strange, fleeting impression that the doors were standing like silent granite monoliths erected by some ancient, forgotten civilization for some unfathomable guardian purpose. Lightning flashed, and I could have sworn that, for just a moment, the old grainy blue wood looked just like a rough stone. I laughed at myself for letting my imagination get the best of me. Then it occurred to me that the dim gloom and lightning must mean there was a window somewhere in the hallway. A vague memory surfaced, and I suddenly recalled that the third floor had an alcove and an inset window halfway down the floor's hallway. Excited to look out into the rain and possibly see another human being, I quickly walked over to the alcove, finding the large, thin glass window. Rain washed down it, as with the front door's window, but I could open this one. I reached a hand out to slide it open, but hesitated. I had the strangest feeling if I opened that window, I would see something absolutely horrifying on the other side. I love rain, first of all. Second of all, I don't think there's going to be anything out there. I think you've got a worse chance of, like, being, like, horrified in your basement house, so, like, everything's been so odd lately, so I came up with a plan, and I came back here to get what I needed. But I don't seriously think anything will come of it, but I'm bored, it's raining, and I'm going stir-crazy. I came back to get my webcam. The cord isn't long enough to reach the third floor by any means, so instead I'm going to hide it between the 2 soda machines in the dark end of my basement hallway, run the wire along the wall under my door, and put black duct tape under the wire to bend it with the plastic strip that runs across the base of the hallway's walls. I know this is silly, but I don't have anything better to do. Well, nothing happened. I propped open the hallway to stairwell door, steeled myself, then flung the heavy door wide open and ran like hell down the stairs to my room and slammed the door. I watched the webcam on my computer intently, seeing the hallway outside my door and most of the stairwell. I'm watching it right now, and I don't see anything interesting. I just wish the camera position was different, so that I could see out the front door. Hey, somebody's online. Wow, a person. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, well, I got an older, less functional webcam that I had in my closet to video chat with my friend online. Couldn't really explain to him why I wanted to video chat, but it felt good to see another person's face. He couldn't talk very long, and we didn't talk about anything meaningful, but I felt much better. My strange fear is almost past. I would feel completely better, but there was something odd about our conversation. I know that I've said it, everything seems odd, but still, he was very vague in his responses. I can't recall one specific thing he said, no particular name or place or event, but he did ask for my email address to keep in touch. Wait, I just got an email. I'm about to go out. I just got an email from Amy asking me to meet her for dinner, place, pizza, another email. Okay. I almost left the email and opened the door. I almost opened the door, but I read the email first. It was from a friend that I hadn't heard from in a long time. Blah, 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 blah. See with your own eyes, don't trust them. They. What the hell is that supposed to mean? The word shocked me, and I keep going over and over them. Is it a desperate email sent just as something happened? The words are obviously cut off without finishing. On any other day, I would have dismissed this as a spam from a computer virus or something, but the words, seen with your own eyes, I can't help but read this over blah, 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 eerie, blah, blah, the random wrong number that got my name and subsequently, you know what, this is not, no. He's talking about how it's crazy, the madness needs to end. Seen anyone face to face lately? Teehee. All these are so weird. You know what? This is too long for me. Oh my god. Okay, so I just scrolled till I got to date unknown. I calmly asked for a paper and a pen, day in and day out, until it finally gave them to me. Not that it matters. What am I going to do? Poke my eyes out? The bandage feels like part of me now. The pain is gone. I figured this will be one of my last chances to write legibly, as, without sight to correct mistakes, my hands will slowly forget the motions involved. This is sort of a self-indulgence, this writing. It's a relic of another time, because I'm certain everyone left the world is dead. Or something far worse. I sit against the padded wall day in, day out. The entity brings me food and water. It makes itself a padded wall. He's what I'm... He's in a mental... Oh, okay. How did this get a 9.2 out of 10? It's just...
That was so boring. Why was it so long? to just, okay, so basically when I skipped ahead, it said something about how he's in a padded room and like all the nurses and doctors and whatever. Basically he was in a mental hospital and it's called psychosis because he's a psycho. Okay. I think that does not deserve to be the second top rated pasta, but like it's cool. It's fine. It's alright. It's okay. We can read another one soon. A better one. A better one. Let me tell you, Jeff the Killer is like the top rated pasta, and I know exactly why, because oh my god, just talking about it gives me chills. But like that, I read that one in like 4th grade, so it was like 5 years ago, and it literally gave me nightmares. Like I was afraid to sleep. Like I was afraid to be anywhere at 3 a.m. Like I used to stay up really late, and like nope, nope. So peace. My camera's about to run out of storage. Love you. See you next week.